Fan Show coming at you. I'm James, and I wanted to make a special edition of the show here today just to talk about a particular situation that's arisen this week. I've actually been asked to comment on it, and it's the comments Brian Urlacher made about the fans this week. Ultimately, he said that the fans and the media don't know what we're talking about when it comes to plays being called or what they're running on the field. That should be left to the coaches. He basically said that, we're not the ones who should be making a call on that. And the booing that's been happening at Soldier Field in the recent losses is unwarranted because we're not aware of what the real situation is. At first, I thought about these comments and said, okay, he's probably a little bit mad. He's injured, out for the rest of the year, on the sidelines, and he's also hearing it from a different perspective than he's used to. Usually he's in the heat of the game. He's not even probably processing what's going on in the crowd. So that's all new to him as well, and he's probably getting a different perspective of sometimes how intense the feelings of Bears fans can be during a game. Also, I know in the comments he was sticking up for Lovie and the coaching staff, and that is obviously admirable to a degree. But the more I thought about it, the more I considered these comments, the more angry I started to become, because he basically said that fans aren't smart enough to understand what they're doing and aren't smart enough to really assess how well they're performing versus other teams that we watch or versus other players that we see in action, some of which are directly going against us in the games that we lose. And when I think about it, I get angry because, it just gives us no credit at all. It's as if we sit there, watch the games blindly and don't see the same things they see. It doesn't take somebody calling the plays to see what's being run on the field, to see where the execution's not right, and more importantly, to see where the play calling has failed us. And a lot of that's happened this year. And, I'm mad about it. As a Bears fan, we have a right to boo, I feel. We have a right to say what we want when we pay the money to go see the games. And for him to make those statements, I think is disrespectful to us as fans. And I'm starting to think now that if the attitude that he's going to put forward is pointing fingers at us or the media, I don't know if he's part of the future that we want for the Bears. He's a free agent next year. And I never thought I'd say this because I thought we would want Brian Urlacher to the end of his career, no matter what, being the leader he's been and how he's still performing at a pretty good level on the field when he's out there. But I'm not sure this is what we want right now. Phil Emery has some big decisions to make in the next couple of years regarding contracts of major players. And I'm worried that this level of arrogance, really, in terms of both the system they're calling and their understanding of the system and, on defense in this case, but also how Lovie's managed the coaching staff in terms of having offensive coordinators. I don't think it's enough anymore. I don't think that this attitude is what we need for a Bears franchise that we're very proud of as fans to cheer for. And I'm not sure we want Brian Urlacher anymore. Anyways, let me know if you agree or disagree with me in the comments. If you think I'm crazy for even saying that maybe we shouldn't have Brian Urlacher back next year, but I'm starting to think more and more about these comments, and I get angrier every time I think about them. So, anyways, next video I'm going to preview our matchup against the Arizona Cardinals coming up. Bear down.